Hello everyone. Today I will talk on third stage of labor. Uh, third third stage of labor. Third stage of labor. It started from delivery of the baby to delivery of the placenta. There okay, AMTSL, active management of third stage of labor. Why why we are supposed to do active management during third stage of labor? Because if we do active management, if we manage this third stage of labor, then we can prevent it from this uterine prolapse, and then this PPH and neonatal anemia. Okay, so what is the first step of AMTSL? So giving injection oxytocin like uterotonic drugs, we can give this is the first choice of uterotonic drugs, that is injection oxytocin, then international unit IM. Otherwise we can give tablet misoprostol. If we are giving through oral, then 3 tablets of misoprostol, that is 600 microgram. If we are giving through vagina, then 4 tablet, that is 800 microgram of but oxytocin is the first choice. Before giving injection oxytocin, we will check for the second baby. If there is no second baby, then we can give preload injection oxytocins within 1 minute. So this is the first choice of uterotonic drugs. If there is no oxytocins, then we can give tablet misoprostol. And then nowadays we don't give metrazine because the receptors of metrazine is around the cervix, so there is high chance to close the cervix before delivery of the placenta, and there is high chance to trap the placenta inside the uterine cavity. So when there is no uterotonic drugs, then by promoting initial breastfeeding, we can deliver. Like at the time of breastfeeding, there will be release of oxytocins. So like it act as a uterotonic agents. Second is delay cord clamping. Why we need to do delay cord clamping? Because it will prevent from the neonatal anemia. So we will check the pulsation. If there is pulsations, then we can wait up to 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, if there is no pulsations, then we after 1 minute we can cut it. But in certain conditions, we are not supposed to do delay cord clamping, like RH negative mother, and then if the baby is extremely low birth weight, if the baby weight is lesser than 1800 gram, then we are not supposed to do delay cord clamping. Microsomia baby, if the baby weight is more than 3.5 kg, like big size baby, then in that condition also we are not supposed to do delay cord clamping. And then cord around the neck, if it's like very tight cord, then we sometimes need to cut the cord then and there. So in that condition also we are not supposed to do delay cord clamping. So after delay cord clamping, CCT, control cord tractions. So like before delivery of the placenta, we will assess for this one. We will assess for sign of placental separations from the endometrium. So what are the sign of placental separations? First is that gush of bleeding, fresh blood, and then hardening of the uterus, the fundus it will be raised, and then lengthening of the cord. These are the sign of placental separations from the uterus. So after seeing this sign, we will claim this, we will hold the umbilical cord near to the vulva, and then another non-dominant hand we will support the uterus. In this way we will deliver the placenta, and then when there is contractions we will give a bit tractions. When there is no contraction we will increase, then we have to stop it. We will wait for the another contractions. So when the part of placenta is visible at the vulva, we will leave everything and we will try to hold and rotate the placenta in clockwise or anti-clockwise. We